What is up, everybody? We are in here. Drop a comment if you can. We got to make sure the comments are working, but we're going to do a Dynasty startup draft tonight. Are the comments working for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. All right. Welcome. We're going to drop these links to the startup draft, so make sure you keep an eye out for that. We're really glad you're joining us. Go ahead and spread that link around.
It's on the
We
Discord.
are going to do a Friday night startup draft. That's 2 nights in a row that we've done a live stream. So
that's dedication.
I know.
There. Dedication.
What is up, guys? We're glad you're joining us. Drop in the comments. Tell us hello. We are glad you guys are here joining us. And again, we will drop this link here in a second. You can join and draft with us tonight if you desire. Want to just hang around? We are going to be answering questions. We're going to be talking football. We're going to be talking sleepers, etc. So really excited to have you all. Simon, I don't know if you're watching, buddy, but everybody else is commenting, so it must just be a you thing. I don't know what it is. All right, did you send that draft link out?
Yeah, it's on the Discord.
Nobody's joining on the Discord. All right, YouTube comments, it's all you guys. There you go. Draft link is posted. Join in with us. Jump in this draft. We're excited to talk some Dynasty Fantasy Football tonight. All things Dynasty Fantasy Football. We just got done recording some really good videos for next week. So if you haven't already, I have it in the description. Make sure you're subscribed to Fantasy Domain as well. We're going to start dropping redraft videos. We already have started dropping redraft videos there. So yeah, it's been a while. Nathan, this is the first live stream you've done since you've been married. How's married life treating you?
It's pretty great. It's pretty nice. I got some DD merch.
Yeah,
to go with it.
If you didn't see our merch, we're wearing it, and it's pretty freaking sweet. So make sure you go over to the shop on YouTube and check it out as well. All right, again, we've got the draft in the comments, so make sure you jump in. We're going to wait just a little bit before we start, but we are going to do a 12-round Dynasty Startup mock draft tonight. Should be a ton of fun.
Yeah.
All right.
So I was, it's funny, guys, we were just recording like 4 videos before we came onto this live stream, and we were checking out Underdog ADP, Underdog, and looking at all the ridiculous predictions for running backs, especially where there's actually a lot of really great values that you can get right now at the running back position in Underdog, but some of them are just unreal. Like I was wondering what you guys thought about, first, what you thought about Alexander Mattison at RB20. Which I would assume he's probably going to keep going up draft boards significantly. Where do you think he should? Where would you be comfortable taking him?
I took him in the ninth. In a Dynasty startup.
Okay, but what about fantasy? Like, where would you? Do you think running back 20 is merited for him? Like, do you think?
I think that's fine. Like, I think projecting him in the mid RB2 range is not going overboard.
How about Nick Chubb at RB5? So Avery and I talked about this a little bit. Not in a video, but just while we were kind of prepping, and I was like, is Nick Chubb too high for you? And you thought no. Yeah. I said yes. I think that's kind of rich. I mean, I'm disappointed, obviously, if I'm drafting Nick Chubb as the RB5 in fantasy and in best ball. If he's not producing as at least RB5, I'm disappointed. I mean, if he finishes as RB8 to 10, which I kind of expect more from him, I'm disappointed. Like he shouldn't have gone there. So do you really expect him to produce as a top 5 running back in fantasy this year?
I 100% do. I mean, I have high expectations for Nick Chubb this year.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us, guys. Make sure you drop a like and make sure you're jumping in. We've got the draft link posted in our comments, so you can draft with us. Make sure you jump in. Yeah, I have high expectations for Chubb. I think he's going to do really well with Deshaun. I think he's going to do really well without Kareem Hunt there. So yeah, to answer your question, I'm totally fine putting high expectations on Nick Chubb. Is Zach Charbonnet still a good 9th round startup pick? We just got done doing a video about this. Yes, he is a great 9th round startup pick. He's a guy, Zach Charbonnet. He is a guy with 2nd round draft capital for a running back. People are fading him too much because of his landing spot. He is a guy with 2nd round draft capital. You're not getting guys with 2nd round draft capital in the 9th round of a startup draft, unless it's this exact situation. So yes, you've got to be taking Zach Charbonnet in the 9th all day. Great question, though. We love talking about Zach Charbonnet. Zach Charbonnet is a guy that we've been super high on, a guy that we think is going to make a splash in fantasy leagues this year, as well as dynasty leagues long-term, we believe, in his situation. So great questions. Raves Kicks. Thanks for joining us, man.
One of the best values in dynasty right now, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he's gotten a lot of hate for where he went to the Seahawks. And in reality, we think both Kenneth Walker and Zach Charbonnet are going to be able to produce this year, and we think that people are going to catch on. So We got three more spots in our mock. So make sure we dropped this link in our comments. So go join our mock draft and draft with us. We're going to fill these up and we're going to get going tonight. We've got a lot to talk about. We've got a lot of questions to answer. Drop your questions, drop your comments in the comment section. We've got 2 more spots in our draft, and then we are going to get this kicked off. Should have a lot of fun. Great spending our Friday night with you guys. We appreciate you guys all so much. You guys make this possible for us, and we had a ton of fun doing it. So Simon's on his way back. Actually, Simon.
Surprise. He's not gone for the whole
Simon
summer.
is not going to be gone the whole summer. So Simon's going to be back on camera with us this coming week. So make sure you're tuning in to see the return of Justin Herbert himself. We are full, Nathan. You can go ahead and start this draft.
Let's do this.
We're going to get going on this. We've got some questions. Dave Rice, what is up, Dave? Thank you for joining us. What's your perspective on Alexander Madison? So with Alexander Madison in Dynasty, I took him at the 9-7 today. So he was available in the 9th round. And currently, I think people are too high on Alexander Madison in Dynasty. So because of that, I'm taking him from a market value standpoint. I'm taking Alexander Madison for that price, and I'm going to resell him to people who are very high on him. I mean, there are people who are looking at Alexander Madison's numbers and saying, oh, he's going to be a running back 1 this year. He's under contract for 2 more years, so technically there are a lot of people that are going to be high on him. But yeah, go ahead and get the details of that contract up. But with Alexander Madison this year in fantasy, like I said, an underdog. Nathan mentioned his underdog ADP, I think, for production this year. RB20. So that's pretty conservative.
Okay.
I honestly could see him doing better than that. Like, I don't like him, but I just don't think he's going to be an RB1. But I think he could be a high-end RB2. So that's kind of where I'm at with Alexander Madison. I think he's a good guy to get in dynasty leagues right now to be reselling somewhere. I do think that there are a lot of people that are like incredibly high on Alexander Madison, and those are the guys that you're going to be wanting making those trades with. So
yeah, I just think it's interesting that, I mean, Madison, a guy who never managed to usurp Dalvin Cook, obviously, while he was there, and then they finally let Dalvin Cook go this season after, I mean, how many years? 6 years?
Yeah.
It was a long time.
Yep.
And with him, I'm goodness, who should I take here? Okay, I know. Boom, easy.
Nice.
So
super flex.
Look, with Madison, this guy is finally 25 years old, finally getting his opportunity, and I just think it's funny that we're so high on Madison in Dynasty after he couldn't even get on the field when Dalvin was healthy. And yes, Dalvin was an elite prospect. Yes, Dalvin was an elite fantasy running back for so many years, but like, it's not like they even paid him that much to stay. They paid him for a short-term deal, 2 years, $3.5 million a year.
Yeah.
Like, that's not that much. And if he ends up being really bad this year, like, we've never seen Madison with a bell cow workload for an extended period of time. So we've seen it in flashes. We've seen him do it before. But again, when he was on the field, he wasn't even hyper efficient. Like, he was averaging consistently in the 3s, like from a yards per carry perspective. And I don't really expect that to go up. Honestly, if I'm doing a dynasty startup, I'm comfortably letting Madison pass in the 9th round, and I'm comfortably taking Dwayne McBride in the 15th or later.
Yeah.
Because I honestly think both of them have as good a shot as the other to produce in that backfield, and it's not even going to be a very productive backfield now that Dalvin's gone. Like, they're going to be, I think, focusing in the passing game more. Obviously, having to pay Justin Jefferson, bringing in TJ Hawkinson, drafting Jordan Addison. Like, who do you think they're going to be starring in that offense? It's going to be those 3 guys. And Madison will get some carries, maybe some red zone opportunities, but I mean, Dwayne McBride might as well. So that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah.
You got a problem there?
No, I
don't. You have a problem, Houston?
No. What are you talking about?
You're just putting your phone up to your ear.
I'm just listening to our audio, make sure it's good.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that sounds good. All right, moving down. Next question here. Our next question is going to come from Caleb. What is up, Caleb? He said that's not a question. He just says he loves Nathan's QBs. Yeah, Anthony Richardson, Deshaun Watson, pretty good start. You saw the cover, boy. We could not resist putting Anthony Richardson on the thumbnail of this video. So thanks for joining us, Caleb. Thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Brandon, what is up, man? Do you think Pickett has a good enough year to win my league with? Ooh. Oh, you mean
are you talking about a 1 QB, a super flex?
Yes, I am curious about that.
That does impact how we answer.
Yes, let's hear that. Is it a 1 QB or is it a super flex? Curious about that. Curious about your league settings. And then if he's a super flex, is he your first QB or is he going to be your second QB? I think that's going to impact our answer on Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett, a guy that honestly is not a bad value. When you're talking about like the 7th, 8th round or later, you're getting a starting quarterback there. And that's really good value in Superflex League. So, you're up, right?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, whoops. I forgot his 3rd round reversal.
Dingus Khan. You're going to snipe me. I freaking know it.
Yeah.
Do not snipe me. Do not. Nathan, don't snipe me. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Easy. Yeah. Taking Jahmyr Gibbs.
Yep. Nice pick.
Thanks. Real high on Jahmyr Gibbs, by the way.
Yeah. So with
all right, hold on.
He says Superflex. I have Kirk, Pickett, Kyler.
Yep, yes. That's good enough.
Yep,
you're good, man.
Because by the time Kyler comes back, like if Pickett isn't playing well, then you can just plug Kyler in and you're chilling. Kirk is always underrated in fantasy. He will be again this year. So yeah, I like that.
All right, 30 watching, drop a like. We are really happy you've joined us, having some fun on a Friday night. So make sure you drop a like on this video. Helps us out a ton. All of you do it right now. We really appreciate it. Caleb's asking. He says he's in Warsaw. Do you get an invite to join the Domain Boys at the Combine next year? Yeah, if we go to the Combine. We'd love to meet up with you anyways, but Combine, like every year we go to the Combine, we're like, we could see this better on TV at home. Why are we even
here?
We
could live stream during it.
And we could live stream during the Combine.
We're considering whether or not we even go. What we will do is I think honestly, at this point, we may be able to get media access next year.
Which
at this rate. So I think it would be worth going at that point. And if we get media access, then we'll probably go. But that we'll see. TBD, yeah. Caleb.
that would be big. But yeah, we'd love to meet up with some of you guys, especially our Indiana watchers. We appreciate all you guys so much. Looking down at how this draft is going, Tua goes in the 3rd round. Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, and Stephon Diggs. You got some good. Oh, the guy left the draft.
Come on.
Don't do that.
Are you kidding me?
Come on. That is the worst.
Can we beg someone to come in on here?
I don't think you can add somebody, can you?
Add someone? Gosh, it's so frustrating.
Send an invite link and see if you can.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll see if I can.
Drop it in the YouTube comments and see if somebody can join in that spot.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Working on it.
All right, drop your questions. All your Dynasty fantasy questions. Drop them in the comments. We're answering everything you guys throw at us. They can be the stupidest questions of all times. We're going to answer them. It's our Friday night live stream. We appreciate all you guys joining us. We're having fun.
I put another one in the Discord. So the most recent 3 picks in our most recent Dynasty startup.
I just saw that.
Were
I was
in
like,
the 10th round,
disgusting.
Evan Ingram, David Njoku, and Jonathan Mingo. I am fine with that. That means I'm going to get one of my guys coming on the background.
Yeah,
that is
there's a couple guys I got my eye on,
and you're going to get one of them.
Jeez.
Because of all those picks.
Well, you know that I don't have this round's pick, so.
Oh, really?
I got my 11th round.
It's okay. You're loaded, so you're chilling.
All right.
I want to know what you guys think about. Let us know in the comments here. What is the latest you have seen Kyler Murray go in Dynasty startups recently? In Superflex Dynasty startups, what's the latest that he's fallen?
Who's
currently Kyler Murray?
Okay. Yeah, we do want to know that. How late is Kyler going in your guys' draft?
I mean, we're trying to
reevaluate,
not reevaluate our opinion on him, because I think it is abysmal as low as he's been falling. There's a place where we think he should be going, but we have to reevaluate market value so that we're not overdrafting him in leagues.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
100% fair. All right, we got some questions.
David Rice says, don't want to dominate the questions here. You're not.
No, keep asking, man.
Yeah, but I have Dameon Pierce as well. What do you guys think of Pierce? So this is the guy that asked us about Alexander Madison.
Yeah.
And I think Dameon Pierce, when it comes to Dynasty right now, his value is fine.
It's not bad.
We are not super high on Dameon Pierce. We were screaming to sell him when you were able to get 23 first for him. We are right about that. You're not getting 23 first for him anymore. But now that he's going 9th, 10th round in startups now, I think that's fine value. He's going to be a warm body getting carries on an offense that isn't going to be super explosive this year, and limited passing opportunity with, a really limited, inexperienced wide receiver core. So I think Dameon Pierce could get a decent amount of carries. Keep an eye out for Devin Singletary too. If you can get him in the late rounds of startups, or even get him as a throw-in a trade, it may be worth looking into as well. Next guy, Landon, says, in a startup draft now, so far, Jefferson, Garrett Wilson, Tua, JSN, Pittman, Dobbins, Lance, Geno, Elijah Moore. Okay, first of all, how did you get all those guys up top? That's impressive. I was really loving all your picks until you took Elijah Moore. personally.
Unless he got him in like the 10th round.
I mean, yeah, you got him in the 10th round. I still think that's a reach for Elijah Moore personally. I don't really think he's going to do much in Cleveland. It's not the worst ever. That's all I really have to say.
To the guy's credit, 8 of those 9 picks are awesome.
8 of your 9 picks were really good. I mean, that's a great super flex. You're chilling at the QB position. Tua, you got great value with Lance and Geno. Lance and Geno are 2 of our favorite values at the QB position right now, both going in the 7th round. People are going to regret that in a year. You're going to get some major market value boosts from investing in those guys right now. So good pick with JSN. We think JSN is going to be a PPR stud. And then Pittman obviously fallen too far recently as well. Goodness, landing Garrett Wilson, like, come on, with Justin Jefferson, you are loaded at wide receiver. It's a nice strategy. And then honestly, your running back 1 being J.K. Dobbins, that's fine with us. He's a fine value. You kind of followed our practice of running backs don't matter until they do, and until they're really good values around the 7th round. So good job.
Or even in the 1st and 3rd and 4th round in this mock draft.
Yeah, that's true.
Najee Harris really the only guy that goes to my build there. Keep dropping your questions. Keep dropping your comments. We're going to answer everything. Kyler, he's seen him in the early 3rd and think that is absurd value. That absolutely is completely absurd value. 100% agree with you. That is crazy that you're getting him there. Man, if you're getting Kyler in the 3rd round, you've got to do it. That is nuts.
Yeah. Well done.
Landon, stop flexing your running body on your profile picture. Flex on all of us. I didn't even notice that. That's hilarious. I'm gonna put it back up. Dang, dude. Yeah, I do not look like that. That is 100% certified. All right, Emmanuel, what's up, man? 12-team Superflex start 11. He was offered the 101 Bijan for my 102 AR plus Jahan Dotson. I already have Murray and Lawrence. Thoughts? Thanks for all your help this offseason. You are so welcome, man. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. That's tough. I don't know if oh man, did I auto? Gosh dang it.
Yeah, you suck.
I hate hosting these things and drafting at the same time.
Emmanuel, to answer your question, I would hold AR and Dotson.
I think I would too.
I think Dotson increases in value next year. While I think Bijan goes up in value a little bit, I honestly think Anthony Richardson has almost a higher chance of increasing in value more than Bijan is capable of going into his 2nd season. I think you obviously have the safer side of Bijan, and then you're just being more aggressive with insulated and future market value with AR and Dotson. I personally am a big believer in Dotson and what he can do from a fantasy perspective this coming year. And Anthony Richardson, I mean, if you look at the prediction of where people think he's going to land in fantasy from a QB perspective, like, he's being drafted as a quarterback 10 on Underdog right now. That is insane. Like, I'm telling you, if Anthony Richardson finishes as a quarterback 1 this year, as most people believe he will, he is automatically, without question, a top 6 dynasty quarterback next year, and automatically a top 6 pick in dynasty startups next year. And literally, I mean, he could go as high as top 4 if he scores that high. Like, that's crazy to even imagine, but it will happen. So, I mean, look at what happened to Justin Fields. And Justin Fields' situation is so much worse than Anthony Richardson's.
Yeah, accurate. All right, Caleb asks, he says he's starting his own content creation journey. What camera do we use? Love seeing your boys grow. Thanks, man. Camera, that's a Sony ZV-1, I think is what it's called. We got it open box. I think we got it like Best Buy or something like that. We're trying to get upgrade that camera, but good luck, man. It's a fun
Battery
thing.
Exhausted.
It's a fun right. We just keep it plugged in all the time. It's a fun thing to do. But yeah. All right, keep dropping your questions. Drop all your dynasty questions, all your fantasy questions in the comments. We're going to answer everything tonight, or even what our favorite color is. I guess we'd answer that, but
did we answer that?
No, nobody asked.
Oh, well, I'll answer it. My favorite color is
that's private information.
Sorry.
We got. Hey, I know you can't see this, but if you haven't checked out the merch in the shop, look down at the screen. There's the DD mug, and guess what we've got in these bad boys?
Nice mug.
It's a really nice mug.
I like it.
They autofocus on this camera. And guess what's in it right now? And it's not coffee. It's body armor.
No, what? You didn't let them guess. That would have been fun if they tried to guess.
They don't want to try to guess.
Okay, it was body armor.
All right, still buying Trey Lance? Personally,
yes.
No, I'm not. But Nathan is.
I'm investing in him in startups. I'm not going out of my way to get him in trades, but I am taking him in startups when he falls into the 7th round. So I guess if that's considered buying Lance, sure. But otherwise, no. I'm just waiting for the perfect moment to sell him when someone's willing to overpay and gets excited about when he throws a pass to Brandon Ayuk down the sideline in training camp.
Aiden, what's up, man? Asks how many first rounders is Tyreek worth right now? So, I would pay any 24 first after the 104 next year for him. Maybe the 103. So probably if it's the 104 or higher, like I'm not paying that. So probably anywhere from 1 to 2 late firsts is what I would say.
Yeah. But when you're making deals, you're assuming that you're paying 2 late firsts. And when you're contending and having to pay for a high producing asset in the middle of the season, you have to pay 2 firsts for Tyreek. And I'm comfortably easily doing that. He'll win you a league.
Brady, what's up, man? What is Tua's ceiling?
I think his ceiling is
he's a quarterback
one, 18.4 points per game. He did it last season.
Yeah.
QB 9 overall. I think his ceiling is going to be that. It's going to be a
mid wide receiver 1,
mid to low quarterback 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And he also asks, what's Godwin's value next season? He's sneaky good for a rebuild.
He's always sneaky good
for every build, man.
Every situation.
Chris Godwin, year after year after year, remains one of the best values in Dynasty. Like you just want a cheat code at winning Dynasty. Chris Godwin is genuinely one of the best receivers in the NFL, and every single year people find a reason to short him. I mean, he produces a wide receiver 1 with Jameis Winston, him and Mike Evans. Chris Godwin's going to produce.
He was doing this with Mike Evans, and Mike Evans now is not going to get as much opportunity as he has in years past because Baker Mayfield is probably going to be starting with a mix of Kyle Trask as well. That just means Godwin's going to get every single valuable fantasy target in that offense this year.
Yeah, he's absolutely a good value. We like Godwin for rebuild. He's got a lot of years left, in our opinion. So, all right. Aiden asks, he's got 224 firsts and Christian Kirk of Tyreek. Tyreek valid.
I think that 224 first and Christian Kirk was a good deal for you.
Yeah.
I think that was good.
Yes.
We usually are not advocating. You keep autoing.
Can you tell me when?
No, it's fun to watch.
Freaking
you
happens.
No,
That's gone.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
You know who I should be taking here?
Joe.
For market value, I'm not doing it. I can't do it.
Yeah, I was going to say take Goddard. That's why I would have taken if I freaking hadn't screwed it up. I guess Ramondre and Pickens both fit my build. 2 days in a row. This is wild. Yeah. You know what, Keps? Where have you been? Because you are in every single draft. And instead, we got stuck with Team 4 here, who left us. I've never seen you this late to one of our drafts. So
how dare you, dude?
We're out here grinding, man. Good to see you, man. Yeah, you needed the reassurance with Godwin. We will absolutely always give reassurance with Chris Godwin. We love that man in fantasy and in Dynasty. All right, Alex drafted Dotson for a second last year. Nice. Today traded for a first. 10 teams start, 9 PPR. Good move. Hoping for a running back next year. Nobody's really buying wide receivers often. I like that. Moving a 10 team and you're getting a first. Top 10 pick next year. Absolutely. At the very worst, it's the 10th pick. Yes, I like that. Did I seriously auto pick again? I'm about to lose my mind.
You got 2 really good. You got Javonte Williams at the 7-2. Good job. It was good value.
Dude. All right. Let's keep going. Keep dropping your questions. We're going to answer every single one, no matter where you're at. If you got anything to ask us, anything you want us to talk about, drop them in the comments. Yeah, you guys are thinking this is freaking funny. I cannot believe. Ugh. All right. That's freaking 3 in a row. All right. Emmanuel asks us, what is the most you would add to AR for Bijan in that deal to make it happen? I think I agree with your Dotson and AR take, but I'm looking to trade away Murray or AR at some point. Yeah, and don't trade away Murray.
Don't trade away Murray. Yeah, you're not going to get enough for Kyler.
I would do AR in a second, probably for Bijan. Wouldn't you? I mean, yeah, I would do that. Don't you think? I think Dotson's worth slightly more than a second, maybe 2 seconds. Yeah, I would do 1 second.
A second for 2 assets that big, I think, is almost irrelevant in that deal, and someone will probably bite.
Yeah,
that. Someone would probably be attracted to the second, and they try it out. And if you can't do it with a pick, then honestly, I know this doesn't really answer your question, but if you could upgrade from AR to a guaranteed elite producing quarterback like Jalen Hurts,
that's what I did.
Then I would give up AR plus to go get a guy like Hurts.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Ravers kicks in a startup right now. Superflex, full point. Tight end premium. What do you guys think so far? QBs are Bryce Young and Jared Goff. Running backs Gibbs, Etienne, Eckler, and Charbonnet. Wow, crazy running backs. Wide receivers JSN, Addison, Johnson. Geez, you got the trifecta there with the rookies and Ayuk. And then Hawkinson and Cheese. I think you did real well.
Yep.
Wow. I think in turn, you've got a solid 101 quarterback in Bryce Young, and then you've got a guy that's a really good starter on good offense in Goff. Your running backs are anchored by Gibbs, who is going to be really, really good in the NFL. Eckler, your running backs are insane.
Yeah, it looks like you killed the value picks there. Honestly, I think
Dang it.
in a startup, what?
Somebody just commented, "Baby got bucks."
Oh,
Dude, I cannot believe
this is so good. Baby got bucks.
Dude.
We've got to put that on the board.
No, we aren't. No, dude.
That is the greatest.
My high school history project getting leaked.
My goodness.
Freaking WikiLeaks going on.
Yeah.
All right, Dave.
Ravers kick. So one thing I would say to you with that startup, great value picks there. One of the most vital things to do after your startup is to kind of reevaluate your team and then look at your need and then ship off some value to get some value back. I think you don't exactly have a desperate need, obviously, at tight end to have 2 elite producing tight ends. Keep Hawkinson, look to move off Goddard for someone that needs an elite tight end, and upgrade at, I would get some good insulated value in a receiver, or I would target another I would target another quarterback as well.
Yeah, Kep says he's been busy closing his house Tuesday. Congratulations. And picked your test yesterday. Holy smokes, man. Man, hope that your Tesla doesn't die on you in the middle of the road. That sucks. All right, Dave Rice. I'm excited about the possibility that Darren Waller could ball out in New York with Daniel Jones in 2023. I am too. I just want Darren Waller to stay healthy. Like, that's my thing. With Darren Waller, I mean, he's been very good in flashes, but he's just struggled to put together a whole season's worth of consistent production. I think that's my thing with Darren Waller.
There's very little about the Giants' situation offensively that I like outside of Saquon Barkley.
And Daniel Jones. I like Daniel Jones. Come on, Nathan. He was a QB1 last year.
I know, and the only reason he fell into that situation.
What are you talking about? Did you see their team last year? He fell into whatever, dude. He had nobody outside of Saquon. He's starting to Darius Slayton.
You can crap on me. I have shares of Daniel Jones though, so he ended as the QB9 overall. So pretty good. But I mean, there are a lot of guys that ended up being
pretty good. No, yeah, it is.
Now listen to me. There are a lot of QB1s that ended up being QB1s who for a fact probably aren't going to be there consistently for the rest of their career, like or not for the foreseeable future. I think Daniel Jones is a guy that's going to be flirting with that line. I think he's going to be a low-end QB1, high-end QB2, probably consistently for the next few years, which has value for sure.
Which if you're getting that in the fifth round, then
I don't think Jones's ceiling is going to be as high as some people might think it is, and I don't think he's going to go any higher than QB9 next year. I don't think he's going to be any higher than QB9. I mean, look at all the rushing QBs in the league right now who are probably going to outproduce him this year. So you've got like,
all right,
dang it.
No. Goodness sakes. All right, I got 10 seconds here. I'm taking Russ. I got a quarterback. Doesn't fit my build. Better than an auto. Thank goodness. Thank you for making that noise.
Kirk fell all the way back to me. That's crazy.
All right, Aiden says, currently on the rebuild, what do you think I can get shipping off Hawkinson, normal PPR? Look at the guys going around him in this draft. I mean, if you're getting any of those guys 1-for-1, like that's absolutely something we're doing. Let me make this pick here real quick so I don't auto. Geez, running backs have flown.
Am I answering this Hawkinson question?
Go ahead, yeah.
For shipping off Hawkinson, normal PPR, no tight end premium. If it's not tight end premium, that's a pretty big knock on Hawkinson's value. I would look for a rookie wide receiver that's going to insulate value, like Jordan Addison, Quentin Johnston. Even good values, like if you could get a Deebo Samuel for him in return, like I'd be looking for that as well. Next question, with Chase on your roster, would you rather have the stack with Burrow or theoretically better QB and Hurts?
Hurts.
I think
stacks are overrated. You heard it here first.
If you're doing it just for the stack, just take the better producing fantasy QB with the long-term contracts. Yep. Highest paid QB.
Yeah, thanks.
No, not highest paid, but higher paid.
Yeah.
Man of Cole.
Thanks for joining us, Jim, by the way. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Man of Cole, I've got 3 firsts this year, 101, 103, 104. No first next year. I still also need another solid wide receiver. I've got CD, Ridley, and Judy. Suggestions as what to do with my picks. So at the 101, obviously take Bijan. At the 103, we've actually been seeing, Anthony Richardson has been falling to the 103 sometimes. If you can get Anthony Richardson at the 103, obviously take him. If not, then you're left with CJ Stroud and or Bryce Young. And while that doesn't exactly fill your need, of a wide receiver, you never draft need over value in rookie drafts. So you should be taking, you should be taking the best values there. You should be taking Bryce Young and CJ Stroud if they're the best available there for you at the 103, 104. Because I think Gibbs JSN is going to be the tier after that. But I mean, actually, from a value perspective, you may even want to consider taking Gibbs there as well, because Gibbs is going ahead of Stroud recently in a lot of startups that we're seeing. So, yeah. Colin, you also have Ridley. Trade Ridley.
Yeah. Colin Kelly says, if anyone wants Mahomes for a 26 first and 225 seconds in DD3, let me know. I have cold feet after trading for him since my guy Jamar doesn't know who he is. Oh, I was like, you had me in the first half, not gonna lie. Whew, I was like, I'm about to go make that offer right now. Yeah, I know. Since Jamar Chase doesn't know who Pat Mahomes is, we might as well be dropping him in Dynasty Leagues, in my opinion. Excuse my grandpappy with these Darren Waller questions. No, they were good questions. That's funny. I took Kirk at the 7-1 on my startup. Very, very good value. Like we have said, there's no audio. I think there is audio because people hear us, but you might need to turn your phone volume up or something. Aiden Roberts says, wasn't in need of a QB, but Bryce Young fell to me at the 106. Already have Kyler and Hurts. What do I do? Take the value, baby. I mean, who else is there? Tell us who else is there. But I think I'm taking Bryce Young over, and I mean, anybody else who would be there. So yeah, let us know who else is there. All right, we're through all the questions. Keep them rolling. Let's keep them coming in. We're going to answer all your questions before we got 3 more rounds of questions to do. So we are going to keep answering these. Appreciate all you guys joining us. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like. Really helps us out. You can do that, and it helps us out a ton. Drop your questions. We're going to answer anything and everything. Anything from questions on our favorite national park to questions about why Tony Pollard is butt. Anything in between.
Yeah.
There goes Darren Waller in the 10th. Derek Carr went in the 10th. Good value there.
Yeah. Barksy says, I got Kirk at the 807, the disrespect.
It is disrespect.
Ryan Baston says, in a hard rebuild and getting lots of offers for London. Still a hold, right? What are the offers? Can you tell us what
tell
the
us
offers
some offers.
are?
Let's break them down.
Yeah. Aiden Roberts' favorite national park?
Oh, gosh. Joshua Tree for me. Yes, I live in Indiana, but I have been places. People just assume that people in Indiana just never leave and we're boring and we don't do anything. I'm a world freaking traveler. What's your favorite national park? Indiana Sand Dunes.
That's a national park.
It is now.
No,
yeah. You didn't know that?
I forgot about
the dunes.
That. I just saw some. Oh, that's right. I saw some political.
Dude, we've got a national park here in Indiana.
Vote for me. I made Indiana Sand Dunes a national park. I forgot about that. The Badlands took my breath away.
Ooh, I'm going there this summer, I think.
The Badlands took my breath away.
This summer I'm going to Glacier and Yellowstone with my wife, so I'm excited about that.
There's this place in the Badlands where I just went up to the top and hung my legs off a huge drop off. It was just a lot of fun.
I kind of wish you would have fallen.
There would have been no Dynasty domain. This was before DD's conception. So
yeah, well, I don't know. All right, here we go. That's favorite national park. Nice. Play baby got bucks. Now we need it. Oh my gosh. And he paid too. I can't play it on the stream. I cannot listen to it. So this was 6 years ago. Here's some context. Oh, by the way, Angel, appreciate the support, man. You rock. We really appreciate you watching and joining us and supporting us. 6 years ago, I had to do a high school history project. We had to write a song parody. About a historical figure, and I chose Alexander Hamilton. This was before Hamilton was released. I did a parody of Baby Got Back, the song, and I did Baby Got Bucks. It is extremely cringy, and I did not try very hard on it, and it's on my YouTube page, my personal YouTube page, and people in our leagues have found this music video that I did 6 years ago as a stupid high schooler.
At this point, he's not allowed to take it off.
No, and I also don't take myself too seriously, but that's what Baby Got Bucks is.
The heel click is one of the best worst things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's awful. Joey says, Colts fan, you freaking know what we are. We are diehard Colts fans. What more with Olave would you need to sell CD contending? Olave, and I would want something valued in the 6th, 7th round to sell CD, I think. Maybe 5th, 6th round. So think of those guys in that range in this draft. Love the Dunes. The Dunes is cool, man. Not going to lie. All right, 1 QB. It was the 107, this 24-second in Njoku and Shaheed. And that's for, who was that?
For Drake London.
Thank you.
107, 24-second, Njoku and Shaheed.
Yeah.
Okay, Njoku and Shaheed, you can throw them away.
Hard pass.
Second throw away, 107. Keep London.
Yeah, absolutely.
Njoku is so overvalued.
Yeah.
Like, people think that he actually holds value in trades, and he almost doesn't at all for me.
Yeah. All right. I've been in the same position with London. I've been offered a 24 first or second. That's from Alex. Thanks for joining us, Alex.
So people have been trying to get him for it. You kind of, the people that are trying to get London almost expect you to re-roll on London like he's not going to produce at some point. And in reality, he already did.
He's probably a hold for that price, honestly.
Yeah. Yep.
All right. Emmanuel says, don't mean to smother you with questions. No, you're good, man. Keep asking. You guys are good. We want to hear your questions. It gives us stuff to talk about. What's the highest you're targeting Kyle Pitts in a 12-team Superflex startup? No tight end premium. Ooh, if there's no tight end premium. Oh, man. And it's got to be, I don't know. We don't play in non-tight end premium.
I mean, what's 80? What's his 80? I'm going to look up his ADP right now.
Yeah, we'll look it up.
Yeah.
We'll come back to you, Emmanuel. All right.
Oh, shoot.
Ravers Kicks. Are you guys taking Team Trey Lance or are you guys Team Trey Lance or full avoid? I'm Team Avoid. Nathan is Team Take him at his current price. We will see which one of us ends up being right.
Take him to sell him.
Yeah. Do you guys? So to answer your question, none of us really believe in Trey Lance. Do you guys
none of us do.
Agree that Cleveland is a sting next year with Sean at QB, or is he unlikely to get back to his form in 2023? Which one? I think it's the former, or sorry, the latter. I think that Cleveland's going to do better. I think that Deshaun's going to be better. I think Cleveland will be a good football team. I think Deshaun's going to take a step back up. I think he's going to get closer to the form he was before. I think you saw that at the end of last season. So we're on the train of we think he's going to have a better year this year. Aiden asks, what do you think about taking 2 wide receivers for first picks in a Superflex startup? Got Jamar and CD.
Taking 2 wide receivers for first.
Yeah. So if you're taking, I'm fine with that. Look, if you're drafting because I would assume you're drafting at the turn, then
probably at the 108 and the 2-4 there.
Yeah, that's a really good start. Yeah. Take wide receivers. I've done 2 drafts recently with no quarterback.
So Kyle Pitts ADP right now in tight end premium leagues is 32, going as high as 26 and 36. So he's going in the middle of the third to the tail end of the third. I'm not taking Kyle Pitts in a non-tight end premium league until start of the 5th.
Yeah, I was thinking 5th or 6th round. So
I'm not being aggressive with him at all.
No. In fact, I would fade tight end in non-tight end premium leagues for the most part.
Outside of Travis Kelce, who should be boosted up. He should be going higher in draft boards than he does in tight end premium leagues because of how much of a significant gap there is between him and the rest.
All right. I've been trying to move off of Pollard as a competitor. Don't know who to go for with him, though. Let's look at the guys below Tony Pollard in this draft. Let's try to get J.K. Dobbins plus. Let's try to get Derrick Henry plus. Let's try to get Geno Smith plus. Let's try to get George Kittle plus. Let's try to get DeAndre Swift plus, even Swift. Chris Godwin is going a full round behind him. Try to get Chris Godwin plus, Dallas Goedert plus. There are so many guys behind him we'd rather have. So hopefully that gives you an idea.
Did you say Miles Sanders?
Miles Sanders plus. Yes.
If market value were perfect, I would do I would take Miles Sanders for Pollard straight up.
Yes, I would too. I would prefer
you can get Pollard or you can get Miles Sanders plus a lot for Pollard.
Doing a startup tonight, a 12-team Superflex start. By the way, guys, like the video if you haven't real quick. Drop that thumb down there and just click it. Really appreciate it. Doing a startup tonight, 12-team Superflex start 9 at the 110 with 0.5 points per first down. Changing your draft strategy at all? Considering Bijan at the 110s, but feels bad. I don't think that's changing my draft strategy.
Nope.
I'm good with that.
No.
Yeah. Nice. I like that, Alex. Another Alex. I have 4 24 firsts taking over an orphan. I want Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison. Do I sell the other 3 to get the 102?
One question. How do you know it's going to be the 102 in 2024?
Yeah.
I would not make a deal assuming that anything is going to be that any first is going to be anything. In 2024, you always need to assume that it's late. So I would not be overpaying or paying at a premium to get a pick that is not guaranteed to be the 102 next year. So I'd just be really hesitant with that.
I'd be keeping the first you have for now. That's what I'd be doing.
Yep.
Good question though. Thanks for joining us, Alex. Ryan says, do you believe in Christian Watson?
No.
Personally, no. But I mean, that's not to say that I don't think he would amount to anything.
I believe that he'll score fantasy points.
Yeah.
How many? That is up for interpretation.
Yeah. Ravers Kick says he has Hawk and Goddard in his startup. If I were to trade Hawk, what kind of receiver plus return should be expected? Looking at TJ Hawkinson in this draft and the guys going behind him, if you can get Devontae Adams plus, that'd be fantastic. If you can get Quentin Johnson or Jordan Addison plus, that's really, really nice. If you can get Godwin plus, Pittman plus, Burks plus, Flowers plus, those are the guys I'd be targeting. The guys in the 5th round. All right, it's team grading time. Nathan, look through here. All right, I think I've got, no, I don't know. It's hard not to pick my team every time. Oh, I think I got one. Yes, I do have mine. Oh, I picked Dan's kneecaps last night. I feel like I can't pick him again. Dan's kneecaps, you draft in a way that makes me happy, so good job. That team has Tony Pollard. I can't do that. All right, I'll go with crap, I don't know. It's not a clear favorite to me. I'll go with Whitechubb tonight. Whitechubb, frequent Dynasty Domain watcher. He got Jamar Chase in the 1st round, then Kyler Murray. He got Jonathan Taylor in the 3rd, which is Did I really not take Jonathan Taylor in the 3rd, which is insane. Daniel Jones, Quentin Johnson, Jahan Dotson, Dalton Kincaid. Got Jordan Love in the 8th, which is good value. Alvin Kamara and James Conner.
Dang it, that was going to be my team that I was going to pick.
Darn.
I'll take. I like what this guy got. I'll take A.T. Damasta. I can't read it from here.
A1 Damasta.
A1 Damasta.
Yeah.
Lamar, Dak, Kelsey getting the elite tight end. Gets Eckler, Chubb, Swift, and Rashad White. That's a good RB core, getting a lot of good values there. That's what I really like. Terry McLaurin is a fine value where he's going there in the 7th. And then obviously Tony, and then Bateman, Lockett, and Gabriel Davis as well. It's, not your ideal wide receiver core, but it was worth it with the running back core that you got and the QBs you got as well.
Chubb says W draft, and I 100% agree with you. All right. So if you're watching and you haven't done this, do us a huge favor. The best thing you can do to support us right now, Fantasy Domain, I have it linked in the description, and
please,
it is the channel that we are going to be moving towards in the redraft.
Go and subscribe.
We're
already putting out content.
That's the best thing you can do. We're putting out content. There's a video came out today, top 24 wide receivers for this year in fantasy. Go over there and subscribe. Like I said, right down there, and make sure you're liking this video as well. If you haven't already, we've got merch, and we're proudly repping it. I hit the light, but we're proudly repping it. So make sure you're checking that out as well. If you haven't already heard our memberships that you can buy through YouTube now, if you join the Domain S tier, we will grade your Dynasty team on our YouTube channel. So go join and be a Domain S tier member today. You also get access to our rankings, our Discord, our ADP data, and we're doing one more listener league. So if you guys want to join a listener league, please make sure that you go over there and join the Domain S tier as well. And you get the little Domain logo by your name as well.
Yeah. The sweatshirts are comfortable too.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, if you're wondering,
the merch is nice.
It's pretty nice.
Dan's kneecap is me. Subscribed.
Nice,
appreciate answering my questions. Absolutely. Thanks for joining us, Ravers Kicks. And thanks to all of you. Fun to spend this Friday night with you. We'll try to keep doing more of these live streams. And as we get off here, like I said, make sure you're checking out our merch, checking out our YouTube memberships. All right. Good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you later.